Hey there, it's Leslie at Leslie's Cookies and Treats, and today I want to talk about graduation cookies. This graduation gown cookie cutter is so versatile and can be used over and over again. You can make the gown in any color to suit any occasion, from kindergarten graduations all the way up through college. And today I'm actually showing you cookie decorating in real time so you get an idea of how long it really takes to do this. I will speed up the video a little bit later, but here you see me outlining the right side of the cookie, and then I'm going to go ahead and flood that side in. My icing consistency for both the outline and the flood is a 15-second consistency, and because it's a little bit stiffer than normal flood consistency, I think for most people, I can go right up to the edge of my outline, and I don't have to worry about it spilling over the edge of the cookie. This is the icing consistency that I prefer to work with because I can work with it for both outlining and flooding, and I don't have to have separate bags of icing for the outline and then for the flood, and it just makes the whole process a lot quicker and a lot easier. But I am wiggling my piping bag as I am piping in the flood to help it settle down and smooth out. Now, if you're having trouble with your icing consistency or judging what a 15-second consistency is, I do have video tutorials on that, so just head to my channel and you'll find lots of information. So I finished piping the right side of the graduation gown, and now I'm using a scribe, or you can use a toothpick, to kind of settle the icing down and help it smooth out a little bit. Also, I'm taking a look for air bubbles, and I'm popping those as I go. And maybe if I was a more patient person, it would settle down by itself because it should settle down in 15 seconds, but I never seem to be able to wait for that. Once you have the right side of the graduation gown completely smooth, go ahead and put this cookie aside for at least 10 minutes and let it dry before we pipe the other side. Okay, my cookie has had at least 10 minutes to dry, so I'm going to go ahead and outline and flood in this other side, and I'll start speeding up the video for you now. And once I finish flooding in this side, I will again use my scribe to settle the icing down and pop any air bubbles. Then set the cookie aside to dry for at least 20 minutes. Now that my cookie is dried, I'm going to go ahead and put a big squiggle of icing in the center of the sash on both sides, because I want this sash to be really puffy, and I'm also trying to avoid having craters. And now I've got some gold royal icing from the Evil Cake Genius that I mixed up. I'll leave some information about that in the description. And I'm going to outline the sash on both sides and then immediately fill with the dark green icing, so I have a wet on wet effect with a gold outline and a green center. And I'm just going to flood in the center of this with the green icing, going right over that squiggle I made in the middle, and I'm going to really overfill it because I want it to be really puffy, but I also don't want it to go over my gold outline. So there's a little bit of a balance here, but my icing is stiff enough so I don't think I'll have any problems. And when working with the stiffer icing, it's important to kind of jiggle your bag as you're piping it so that everything settles down and you don't have to do too much work with your scribe or your toothpick. And now I'm just going to repeat that process on the other side. And I have to apologize to you because I went back and added a white cord later and I did not film it. I'll leave some information in the description about how I made the cord. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you found this helpful. Be sure to check out all of my other graduation cookie tutorials, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks!